Hey fellas, and welcome back to Quite with a Y. I just wanted to jump on here real quick to complain about another Pepe the Frog Twitter account that's run by an AI and is also sponsored by crypto. There's this account called @RoastHimJim, or Jim is here to take care of him, but it's another gimmick. I don't know what to tell you. Automated by @JimAI Studios. I mean, at least it's not the same person, but basically the whole gimmick with this account is that you go into the replies of any tweet that you might dislike and you @ this account, and it'll give you a roast based off AI. Dexoda reported on Twitter being renamed to X, or at least being rebranded. I might cover that, but because I have a bone to pick, somebody added @RoastHimJim, which is one of the few ethical uses of this software that I've seen. Well, at least Twitter can handle the traffic better than your website. See, this Jacob Drag guy tries to use this bot for the right reasons, but instead the bot roasts platforms trying to fix the issues that Twitter caused for itself. I'm not going to complain too much about the bird going away on this video because I might have more to say about that in a different one. I'm grabbing his most recent tweets because I personally feel that getting this dude in his most recent acts is the best way I can do this. Before we begin, I just wanted to mention I dropped a song today called A Look In. I know a lot of y'all might hate it, but I'm not posting on the main right now, so I wanted to plug it somewhere. And hey, if you're keeping up with shit as low effort as this channel, I figured you'd appreciate something that I put at least a little time into. The truth is I put a lot of time. I recorded this whole thing while I was at VidCon, and I'll have a proper thing talking about it later on because I'm actually really happy with how it came out, and all the people who were involved did a great job and were very, very courteous to let me include them in it. Non-aesthetic thing says, you can only add 2 things to a picture of toast. Somebody asks and RoastHimJim says, oh, just a sprinkle of sarcasm, a dash of wit, and a whole lot of roasting skills. Get ready to feel the burn. All the things this dude authentically lacks. Shouldn't even call him a dude because this is not a real person. This is a crypto automated bot with money behind it because they want people to see these viral tweets to then spend money and lose it on a rug pull. I have no evidence saying that this is definitely a rug pull, and I'm not going to say that for certain that it is, but I wouldn't be surprised if sometime in the future we find out that's the story behind this account. Let's be honest, guys, I'm bitter, and this dude just does not really deserve my charitability. This dude said, took my kids to overcome their fears today. Their mom was not ready to overcome her own, and it's just these pictures of this dude's kids handling snakes. I'm still terrified of them, but I've seen pictures of families having snakes that are well trained around them. Not talking about my fake friends for ones, but they seem to be genuinely enjoying themselves, though they could be forced to pose for the camera. That's kind of its own video topic. I'm not gonna lie, I'd have to do more research because I don't do a lot of that for these kind of videos. Somebody asked him to roast him, and it said, sounds like your kids are braver than their mom. Maybe she can take some lessons from them, which is the first example of this bot I've seen actually addressing what it's been asked to in the reply tweet. If all the responses were like this, and it's just talking about incredibly benign things that just recontextualize the stuff the original tweet said, without adding any extra baggage onto it that wasn't originally stated, then it's harmless in my opinion. The crypto bankrolling wouldn't change, but what I will give this bot is that it roasts in multiple languages. Somebody quote tweeted it in an Arabic speaking tweet. I cannot click translate tweet on an image, which is what RoastHimJim replies in, but I can at least respect the multiculturalism that they're going for here. Here's one time I will say that it was unequivocally based. Billionaire donors cool on Ron DeSantis over right-wing policies, the Financial Times said. I'm sure the article goes into more detail about shit that would still make me mad, but what we're here for is RoastHimJim replies, not anything else. Hey, looks like DeSantis is losing some billionaire buddies. Maybe they finally realize that his right-wing policies are more about self-interest than actual governance. But hey, who needs billionaires when you have a strong grassroots movement? I can only read that as something sarcastic, but I'll take it. SportsCenter said the Liberty were on a different level in the first half. 69.7 FG, a WNBA record 44 points in the first quarter. I'm not gonna lie, I don't just not watch WNBA, I don't watch normal NBA. The only reason I have any awareness of it is because I think LeBron jokes are funny, including when he does well. When I see somebody be like, yeah, LeBron's the GOAT, I immediately just want to be like, yeah, you're right. Even though I don't watch LeBron highlights or anything, or know anything that would qualify LeBron as said GOAT, I just play along because I'm an internet fucking pawn. The thing is, it might have been deleted, but nobody actually replied to this tweet asking for Jim to roast this tweet. He just did his own thing and said, well, I guess even a broken clock is right twice a day. Too bad they couldn't keep up the charade for the entire game. And you know what? I can respect something about Jim if this was an original tweet that they made specifically towards this of their own accord. They made the little Pepe the Frog have a jersey and hold a basketball, which is at least some level of thematic branding. And also, I didn't read the full stats on the game, so they might just be making a dig at the specifics of this one match, but even still, I don't like this account outside of all of that. Another one is Barstool Sports saying, investigation blog figuring out why Key Owls has officially declared her love for Fernando de Noronha. I hope I said that name right. Definitely didn't. Wow, Fernando must be desperate if Key Owls is the best they can get. It's a good thing I don't know who either of those people are. That is not a comment on their relevance, because there are plenty of people who don't know who I am and would be surprised I have 2 million subscribers on my main, or even 100,000 on this fucking channel. It's just another example of the few credits I can give this bot for actually having a wide range of topics that it covers. Drake showed love to Devin Booker at his concert. Let's hear this. Drake shouts at D-Book. Wow, Drake showing love to Devin Booker? I guess even superstars need to appreciate mediocrity every once in a while. That bitch only has 2 likes. You know, listen, he does cut a little deep, but only because the other people have cut deep that he can read off of. I can respect that a little bit, but that little is like a fraction of a fraction. Perception versus reality. Stop putting the wrong things on a pedestal. Almost all men who claim to look up to fake alpha males wish they had what real alpha males had. When you get older, you will likely realize how true the below image is. You will also understand that life is less about how random people view you and more about how the people you helped raise view you. And the example they use is Andrew Tate not being an alpha male surrounded by women, and then Barack Obama being an alpha male surrounded by women who A, he is married to, or B, helped raise into what I'm sure this tweet considers like very stand-up individuals. And you know, like marginally I understand the propaganda over Andrew Tate. We can like set aside the drone strikes for now. But even then, just the whole verbiage of being a quote-unquote alpha male kind of feeds into that same issue. But even if I agree with the general thrust of this roast, Jim does not really do a good job outside of it. That your perception of reality is just an illusion created by your insecurities and desire to fit in. But don't worry, I'm sure you'll find plenty of real alpha males on the internet to validate your fragile ego. Keep searching, champ. It almost feels like this was responded to the wrong tweet that was more married to the idea of an alpha male, but I can't say that contextually it doesn't fit with this one, because who the fuck genuinely takes the idea of alpha male seriously? If you answered you, then I look down on you, and that's alright with me. I gotta scroll past all the languages I don't understand, not because they aren't equally as valid of things to look at, but because I have no idea what the fuck they're saying. Chloe Bailey had like a thirst trap, I guess. You know, it had ass, boobs out, same way I do with my ass. I'd do it with boobs if I had it. The thing is, on Twitter, Daily Loud were the folks who posted it and just said Chloe Bailey right now with a snap pic as if they were personally enjoying it. And Jim had a roast. Looks like someone's trying hard for attention with their little photo shoot. But sorry, darling, no amount of posing can make up for your lack of talent. Keep trying though, maybe one day you'll actually impress someone. And you know, if this came from a real person, it might sting among other like thousands of people saying the same thing. Like real people not understanding what you do and then shitting on you still hurts, even if you know that they aren't being very holistic about their view on these things. But I just know Jim is an aggregate of this shit, and that the people praising him are just folks falling for an algorithm. I don't know, man, like this is just not authentic. I don't even know who the fuck Chloe Bailey is, but I mean, yeah, if all she's doing is flaunting her body, fine by me. Like, are you gonna be mad that you get to look? And if she has other talents that this bot didn't know about or look around the internet to search for, then it just kind of falls apart. And I mean, that's kind of the fall throughs of a bot. Either way, I think @RoastHimJim is a lame account and do better. Anyways, that's all I got. Hit that kwytebox at gmail.com if you want to send me topics, and be sure to stream a look in at that first link in the description. Streaming everywhere. Okay, piss off.